name's Deborah, and I first heard about Shawn Maguire and New Vision Counseling through a good friend of mine who was going through some marriage trouble. And her husband actually said, "Hey, Deb, I think you'd really like him, but you better put on your seatbelt." And so I did, from the very first conversation I had with him until, all the way through. He really has made an impact on my life and the lives of my kids. One of the reasons that I came to counseling, I had just divorced my abusive husband, and I knew that I needed help in kind of creating a new life for myself and for creating an environment that was so different than what I came from for my kids, because they still had to go back every other week. And Shawn really helped me be able to see who I was in Christ better than any preacher or Sunday school teacher that I've been to, and I've been in church my whole life. But he was very real. I think his personality and my personality just clicked, and he was very practical. It wasn't just about praying, but it was doing certain specific things, and he gave me homework, and I liked that. I liked checking those things off, and I'm like, give me more books to read. And he did, and just has been a huge impact in my life, for sure. Specifically, I've benefited from seeing Shawn and getting counseling here at New Vision by creating a family plan, I guess, and a family vision for me and my 4 kids. He gave me some real practical advice on creating a new identity, one that had nothing to do with my ex-husband, but one that was me being the leader. And so we started doing new things. We started hiking, and it's something that we've all absolutely just fallen in love with. We're actually going to the Grand Canyon in a couple of weeks, and super excited about that. But even as my kids are getting older, I've got 2 in college now, they still want to do those kinds of family things together, and that's huge. I mean, that's just something I think we can always continue to do until I'm too old to hike, or too old to hike. Some of the things he encouraged me to do was lead my kids in a family Bible study. And we've done different things throughout the years, but it really showed, especially my boys, how to be the spiritual leader of their home. It wasn't quite what God intended. I think the husband's supposed to be the spiritual leader, but I didn't have one. So I had to kind of step up and model what that looked like. And, now, even my youngest son, he's 12, he's like, "Hey, Mom, can I do it this time?" And so I've shown him how, and I let him lead our family in prayer and whatever book we're working on at the time. So. Okay, one of the things I really liked most about working with Shawn was when I first started seeing him, he encouraged me to reach out to a mentor that he had contacted already. And I met with her a couple of times, and it just helped to see somebody who'd been through a similar journey as me on the other side. And she was strong and independent and living a great life. And so that was helpful. But I think the best part was when he started sending people to me, and he asked me to be the mentor. And some of those ladies are such dear, precious friends to me. I still speak to them weekly, and just great to be accountable to each other and to help through difficult things that come up. And I think that mentoring program is absolutely perfect, because you can't see Shawn every day. So if you have somebody on the outside you can connect with, and it's a female, so you have more in common, obviously. So that's been very helpful. I would highly recommend New Vision and Shawn Maguire, and for lots of reasons, I recommend them all the time. Every single one of my friends, if they're going through, a little spot in their marriage that's a little low, I'm like, "Hey, maybe you should try Shawn." If I have, friends that are having trouble with one of their teenage children, I'm like, "Hey, here, you should try Shawn." And it's just, I think people are scared of counseling. I think people are intimidated by it. They're a little bit worried about what's going to come out. And I feel like it's just an extension of being who God has called us to be, getting through the junk and really living the way that we're supposed to, without all of the emotional baggage that hasn't been taken care of. And so I highly recommend it. I think everybody could benefit, even if you have, no foreseeable trouble in your life at the moment. I just think it's a healthy way to live.